Question 4b says, hence calculate the length of the hypotenuse. Now, if you want to understand what's happening and you haven't already, I recommend you watch the last video on question 4a, because we first of all had to do some modelling and get this equation 4x squared minus 2x minus 7 equals 0. Pardon me. We then have to find the length of the hypotenuse, and the word hence. This means that we have to use the answer to part A, or we have to make use of the result of part A. So we can't just invent another method, we have to use the solution to part A. So we want to use this equation. So I recommend the first thing you think is you solve this equation, and we want to solve this quadratic equation using the quadratic formula. Now it's a calculator exam, so you might as well just jump in there and use the quadratic formula. And it's given to you in the exam, but it's minus b plus minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a, with ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. Now a is going to be 4. Hold on a second. If you compare these, you know a is 4. B is minus 2. And C is minus 7. So let's substitute into this formula. So minus 2 plus minus the square root of minus 2 squared take away 4 times 4 times minus 7. And this is all divided by 2 times 4. So let's simplify this a bit. Let's evaluate the discriminant, that being the value inside the square root. So that would be minus 2 squared is 4. Then you just plug the rest in to the calculator and you get 116. All over 8. So the idea is we will get 2 solutions. The first of these will be 2 plus the square root of 116 all divided by 8. The second is 2 minus the square root of 116 all divided by 8. So plug all of that into the calculator and you get 1.5963. We'll give it 5 decimal places. 1.59629. Or let's do 2 minus the square root of 116 divided by 8 is minus 1.09. Six two nine. So the next thing we have to do is check both of the solutions in context. So we have to substitute into the sides and make sure that all of the sides have a length of greater than 0, because it doesn't make sense to have a negative length of a side. So let's do 2 times minus 1.09629 minus 2 and that gives us minus 4.19258. And that is less than 0. So what's happening is it's this side, and if we have x is minus 1.09629, then this side becomes less than 0. So give a conclusion to this. If x is (629), we get 2x minus 2 is less than 0. So we have to discard this solution because in the context of the question it doesn't actually make any sense. Now let's check the other one. Is x is 1.59629. So x plus 2 gives us 3.59629. 2x minus 2. You see, we're just checking to make sure all of the sides are positive. That would be 1.19258. And the hypotenuse will... So we see there that both of them are greater than 0, and we just then want to find the hypotenuse. So this is the value of x that you want to go with. So we'll say discard minus 1.09629 as a solution. And just explain what's happening. Say all sides must be positive. We have to substitute this value of x into 3x minus 1 to get the hypotenuse. And a sanity check is that this should be bigger than 3.59629 and bigger than 1.19258. So you want to check that. We get 3.78887. And let's do it to 2 decimal places. We have the hypotenuse, so hypot is 3.7 rounding up to 9. 3.79 centimeters. And that's us finished. So I hope you found this one useful. This was quite a challenging question, but definitely doable. Even if you couldn't figure out how to show part A, you can use that result and you can still get full marks in part B. So thank you for watching and best of luck with the studying.